Welcome back. All right, just the two games tonight. We got 12 games tomorrow. I've already got the board all made up for it. But they're both early games tonight, so early night for me and all that. We get to go ahead and discuss things, starting off with the Washington Capitals and the Ottawa Senators. So the nation's capitals playing against one another. Norris returns to the lineup. He was a huge addition for the Ottawa Senators tonight. It was Kemper versus Forsberg. Stützle sets up an early press. No shots on net during that, though. Caps press at 2.5 minutes. She has a net feed. That's blocked. McMichael's denied on the doorstep. Hamonic fires one wide. The Caps rush. Good energy early on. Shots are 3-1 for the Capitals at 4 minutes, but at 4:28, tic-tac-toe play, second shot of the game, Tarasenko opens the scoring from Greg and Joseph. So all of a sudden it's 1-0 in favor of Ottawa. How do the Caps respond? They press for a response. Ovechkin has a shot. That's tipped wide. He did not hit the net. We'll talk about that later. McMichael has a rush chance. That's kicked aside. Batherson with a net drive. That's blocked. Kemper wins a puck race with Giroux. It's cleared out. Karlsson has a shot. That's held, and then we get some shoving afterwards. Oshie is denied as the Caps press. The shots are 6-3 with 8.5 minutes left in favor of Washington. So they had a good start. Then we get a power play for the Sens. There's an early clear by the Capitals, but Josh Norris, he scores in his return to the lineup. Batherson and Stützle with the assists at 12:28. He buries that one from the side of the net. He and Batherson have very good chemistry together. Sens press for another. Kemper holds on, and then Karlsson buries a loose puck from the inner slot. Ovechkin and Wilson with the assists at 18:54 to make it 2-1. So that makes the game a little bit closer. Caps then look to tie it. They press. And the horn bailed out the Sens. You give another 20 seconds to Washington there. Maybe they tie it. But instead we go to the second period with the score 2-1 in favor of Ottawa. There's an early press by Ottawa, and eventually they score. It's Norris from Batherson at 1:47. It's a one-timer from the slot. So Norris playing well in this one. A couple of goals. Sens keep up the strong forechecking. Giroux has a rush chance. That's held. The Sens press at 4.5 minutes, and they score. It's Artem Zub. It's posting in. Sanderson and Tarasenko with the assists at 4:46. That is 4 goals for Ottawa. They only had 11 shots. So really, really good shooting percentage for Ottawa early in this game and taking the right shots. They're up 4-1. Caps press to respond. McMichael's denied. Norris to Kubalik. That gets blocked. The shots are 6-2 for Ottawa, 9.5 minutes in. Stützle has a net drive. That's defended. The Caps press. They're kept to the outside. Power play for the Capitals. Karlsson has a shot that's saved. Things get pushy on a hold by Forsberg. Ovechkin saw that Zub had gloved the puck near the crease. He wanted a call. There was no call. The referee did not see it. So he puts his, you cannot close your hand on the puck. That's a big no-no. He got away with it, so it's not a call. And so they end up killing that penalty off. The Sens score. There's an offside challenge. Nope, it counts. And it's not the only offside challenge that failed tonight either. Giroux scores from Chabot and Stützle at 15:47. So the Sens end up with a power play because it's a failed challenge. That's killed off. Pretty good kill by the Caps there, but they're still down 5-1. Then there's a crossbar for Sandin on a rush. We had a fight between Wilson and Kastelik. The Sens end up with a power play with 1:03 left, and that rolls over into the third period. Capitals finish the kill. Batherson fires one wide. Norris is then denied after that. We get a power play for the Capitals. Sens clear it out early. Ovechkin has a shot that deflects wide. Zub with a puck to the ear on the next attempt by Ovechkin. So Ovechkin didn't hit the net tonight, but he had shot attempts. And this one hit Zub in the ear. Hopefully he's okay. Last I saw Bruce Garriock saying that there's an update, but he didn't post what it was. So no idea. Anyways, if you're going to say there's an update, put what it is. Anyhow, it's just a mistake on his part. So he's helped off, and again, hopefully he's all right. We get a shorthanded Joseph chance. That's saved. Power play's killed off. Then we get a power play for the Sens that follow. There's an early Caps clear. It's killed off. We're down to 12.5 minutes left. Keeping in mind the score is 5-1. There's a puck to the ankle on Brandstrom. He does get up and skate off, so that's two defensemen there kind of hobbled. And then Sanderson, fantastic slot shot on the face-off. He scores from Stützle and Giroux at 11:48. And they showed a heat map of the Sanderson shots from last year, and a lot of them were near the boards. And he has said that his plan this year is to shoot more from the middle of the ice, and he wants to be more aggressive, which the rest of the league is going to be like, oh, goody. So 1 goal, 1 assist for Sanderson tonight. He continues to show, early on in the season, that contract's pretty good. So things get punchy on the next shift. We get a power play for the Sens. There's a post for Joseph and a post for Kelly. Power plays killed off. We're down to 2 minutes left. No shots for Ovechkin. The second straight game he did not hit the net. That is the first time in his career that has happened, that he has gone 2 games without a shot. And I remember last year that there were a couple of times where this was a conversation piece, but he would end up getting a shot in that second game. And so we're not at the point where I need to do a video. This is only 3 games for the Caps, but I'm keeping an eye on it. So Ottawa 3-1 with the 6-1 no mercy victory. The Capitals 1-2 in theirs. The Caps have to dust themselves off and get it together. And for Ottawa, this homestand to start the season's been pretty good. Shots on net, 12-6 Washington in the first, 12-9 Ottawa in the second, 11-3 Ottawa in the third. Final shots, 29-24 for the Senators. Power plays, Washington 0-2, Ottawa 1-5. The hits, 14-11 Washington. Kemper saves 23 out of 29. Forsberg saved 23 out of 24. So Kemper not able to play the hero tonight. Forsberg did, though. Pretty solid game for Forsberg. All right, next up. Pittsburgh in against Detroit. So for Pittsburgh, again, this can be seen as a test, right? Detroit's an up-and-coming team. Pittsburgh finished ahead of them in the playoff hunt, but new seasons and all that, right? So it's Jarry versus Husso in this one, and 53 seconds in, it's a great pass by Riley Smith. Carlson set it up, and Malkin finished it. So it's buried in close, and it quiets the crowd down a little bit in Detroit. Pens then look for another. Raquel has a chance. That's caught and held. The shots 3 minutes in are already 3-0 in favor of Pittsburgh, so not the kind of start Detroit wants at home. Larkin has a rush chance. That's saved. Rust fires one wide. The Penguins press. And the problem the Wings had early on was that Pittsburgh just had all kinds of shots. Those passing lanes, nobody's in the middle there. So Detroit's just giving them these opportunities. They would stop doing that. Pens have a 3-on-2 that sets up a press. Carlson's shot's blocked. There's a power play at the half for the Pens. Shorthanded rush by Compher. That gets broken up, and then Compher clears it again when the Pens try to set up, so it's killed off. 1 shot on net. And then on a rush, DeBrincat turns this game around a bit. 12-23, he scores from Zarnik and Gostisbehere. I thought Zarnik had a decent game. So DeBrincat with another goal. He's scoring a lot as a Red Wing. And then Carter has a net drive that's blocked. The Wings had tightened up at this point in the game. Those passing lanes closed up, and any kind of lane to the net, good luck at this stage of the contest. Larkin to Raymond gets blocked. The Pens clear. Carter's denied on a fast break. That's held. Jarry passes one to DeBrincat. Defense ends up bailing him out. So don't pass it to DeBrincat. So after the first period, it's 1-1. Second period, good early flow, some good back and forth play. But 3 minutes in, we had yet to see the first shot on net. Wings press are kept to the outside. Raquel misses one wide, and then Sherratt puts one underneath the glove on Jarry. He scores from Larkin and Petrie at 5:21, so partial screen there helped as well. That was the first shot of the second period for Detroit, too. So, again, economical with their shots. The shots are only 2-1 for the Wings, 6.5 minutes in. Siders then denied on a 3-on-2 opportunity. Malkin to Raquel on a rush. Husso ends up saving there. Kick save then on Mata. The Penguins press with 5.5 minutes left. Carlson has a shot that's blocked and cleared. And then on a tip, a screenshot initially, and it's tipped by Kopp in front, so no chance there. Petrie and Rasmussen with the assist at 15:41. And there was some debate about whether or not it was a high stick, but they never challenged, so it doesn't matter. 3 goals on 14 shots at this point for the Detroit Red Wings. Crosby nearly answers, a hold by Husso there, and then with 2:28 left, Detroit goes to the power play, and they score on it. It is Perron from Larkin and DeBrincat at 17:48. He buries a rebound there. And then there's Petrie to Kopp. There's a near miss there with 51.7 seconds left. The Penguins get a power play. We also had a fight between Pettersson and Larkin. I didn't see that coming. And there's more punching with 13.3 seconds left. We end up with a 4-on-4. So we're going to the third period. Sherratt has a chance to kick aside. Early jump for the Wings. Everything gets killed off there. Carlson has a shot that saved. The rebound's cleared. And then Erik Karlsson, who might have had his best game as a Penguin tonight. But there's definitely going to be some discussion in the next couple of days about what's next. Both of these teams are off until Saturday. So Carlson scores from Crosby and Graves at 3:37. He wires that one through a screen. So Carlson's getting comfortable in Pittsburgh. Penguins look for another. Rust nearly tips one into his own net. So good thing for the Penguins that Jari was close on that one. Power play for the Penguins. The Wings really needed a kill here. There's a shorthanded 3-on-2 that misfires. Kopp is awarded a penalty shot for the second game in a row. That is rare. I don't know how rare. I didn't see any stats on how often it happens, but it feels like that doesn't happen. The same player awarded a penalty shot 2 days in a row, or 2 games in a row. One thing with it is, I have noticed early in the season here, they're being very generous with penalty shots. I don't know how long this is going to continue, but they're being generous, where guys get the shots off, but they're still being awarded the penalty shot anyways. Anyways, that was saved. So that's 2 now that he's had saved, but hey, at least he's had 2 penalty shots. Wings then finish the kill. Raquel's denied and close. The shots are 11-8 for the Penguins at 9 minutes. So a lot of shots for both teams at this point. Carlson has a blast that's held. Carter at a net drive that was saved and held. And then a point shot is tipped in by Brian Rust. Carlson and Pettersson with the assists at 13:03. So there's Carlson on the board again. He had a goal. He had 2 assists tonight. Pretty good, solid game. And then the Penguins look to tie it. They had all the momentum. The Wings get pinned down with 3.5 minutes left. The Penguins pull the goalie with 1 minute and 55 seconds left. There's an empty net goal for Kopp. There's an offside challenge. And nope, goal counts. So the Wings not only score, but they get the power play. So Kopp with the empty net goal at 18:28. The Penguins pull the goaltender to make it 5-on-5 rather than the 5-on-4 penalty kill. And DeBrincat hits the empty net for that rare empty net goal, which is also a power play goal at 18:49. So DeBrincat with a couple of goals, Kopp with a couple of goals. He's definitely off to a better start than he was last year with Detroit. And in the end, the score is 6-3. So Detroit has a 3-1 record, the same as Ottawa. Pittsburgh drops to 2-2 on the season. Shots on net, 7-6 Detroit in the first, 12-9 Detroit in the second, 17-10 Pittsburgh in the third. Final shots are 32-29 for the Penguins. Power plays, Pittsburgh 0 for 3, Detroit 2 for 3. The hits, both teams had 9. So hitting, not really a thing in tonight's games. Jari saves 23 out of 27. Husso saves 29 out of 32. So pretty entertaining games. The Detroit one was a little bit slow at points, but once you get into the second period, it was a lot of fun. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're just browsing your way through. You happen upon this video or just because you feel like it. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.